Now, if you just clicked on this video, you're probably thinking that that was a very clickbaity title, but I can tell you right now, that is probably the best way to describe how this happened. So for those of you who comment on my TIE Fighter stack videos, why do I have so many? This is a story of why, basically. It all started when I realized that you can get amazing deals on eBay for LEGO sets that are still being produced. On eBay, I got a new sealed in the box Boba Fett's Throne Room, Mando's N1 Starfighter, and 2021 X-Wing for just $140, including shipping and tax. For reference, if I bought all of these on Lego.com, their combined retail price would be $210, plus shipping and tax would be well over $220. So yeah, eBay can give you some great deals. And I was in the market for some more TIE Fighters. Having had previously amazing experiences, I went ahead and started shopping for more TIEs on eBay. I pretty quickly found an awesome deal where I scored 2 TIE Fighters for just $71. For reference, their retail price on Lego.com would be a total of $90. I bought them, and soon they were on their way. Now, this is where it starts to get weird. You see, according to the seller's information, he lives in California. Now, I live in Idaho, and that's when the first red flag showed up, because the package ended up being shipped out of Arizona. Now, I'm like, okay, I guess the information on eBay was wrong. It's just shipping from Arizona. But I figured it'd still be a nice simple drive across Utah to Idaho. However, the next day when I checked the tracking, it was in New Mexico. I figure, okay, I guess it's just taking a more roundabout way. Maybe it's gonna go through Colorado. I don't know why it would do that, but maybe that's what's going on here. But I was mistaken, because the next time I checked my package, it was in Missouri. At this point, I was getting a little worried, so I went ahead and messaged the seller to see if maybe he had put the address in wrong, because I figured that's probably what happened. He had decent feedback, and I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. But it only got worse, because the next time I checked, it said that it had been delivered to an address in Indiana. So I called the FedEx customer service and they said, yeah, it was delivered to the Walmart. Okay. Wait, what? It had been delivered to a Walmart in Indiana? So I messaged the seller again, wondering if maybe he would respond this time since he didn't last time, and asked him why my package was delivered to a Walmart in Indiana. I mean, if it was delivered, then clearly the address wasn't put in wrong, otherwise they wouldn't have delivered it. But as you can guess, the seller did not respond. Now at this point I had even been playing around with ChatGPT a little bit to see if it could figure out what was going on, and it suggested that the seller might be using a new service called Walmart Drop-Off. So a few days later I messaged the seller again to see if that might be the case. But of course he did not respond. So I messaged him again the next day to inform him that as soon as the required 72 hours had passed, I would be requesting a refund from eBay unless he responded to me and could figure out the situation. But of course there was never any response, and so I sent him one final message to tell him I put in the request and eBay can't do anything until April 5th, which was a couple of days away at the time. And he didn't respond then either. In fact, the next day when I went to go and message him again, eBay told me that he no longer existed. He was no longer a registered user on the platform. And so that was it. I had been duped. I'd been scammed by this guy, and that was the end of it. But thanks to eBay's money back guarantee, I soon got a refund for the full amount. I also decided to just get 2 more TIE Fighters from a different seller, which they did come, and there I had it. I had my 2 TIE Fighters that I wanted. I had my money back, but then of course the story kept on going, because a few days later I got a package in the mail in a Walmart box. It was from Indiana. Curious, I opened it up and sure enough there was a TIE Fighter inside,
but only one of them. Now, you guys are probably going to laugh at me for this next part, but I was raised in a very religious home and I continue to be religious to this day. So, wanting to be honest with my fellow man, I reached out to eBay customer service and explained to them that I got one of the packages, so I didn't need the full refund amount. Now, at this point, I was completely not expecting the other package to ever show up, because why would he ship them separately, and also why is he being so sketchy and shady about this? The customer service rep told me that there was no way to change it once the refund has been issued, and to just accept the one that I got as a gift. After just double checking to see that this would be the same case for if the second one showed up, I was satisfied. I did everything I could on my end to try and give them their money back, and now I had a free TIE Fighter. And what should happen but a few more days go by and I get another Walmart package in the mail. Now at this point I knew eBay can't refund the refund, so I guess I just have to keep this one too. And well, I went from thinking that I got scammed out of $70 to having 2 free TIE Fighters. It was a very interesting turn of events for sure. Though I do feel pretty bad for the seller, because it makes me wonder if I had something to do with him getting kicked off of eBay, but he also should have responded to me, and this whole situation just could have been avoided if he had done that. So while I feel a little bit of remorse, I don't really think that I overreacted much. I think that I was perfectly justified in thinking that I was completely scammed out of $70, and really, this guy probably shouldn't have been selling on eBay anyways if he's not willing to communicate with his customers. And well, that is how I accidentally got 2 free TIE Fighters. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video, and if you did, check out one of these ones on the end screen now. Have you ever had a crazy experience like this? Let me know that in the comments too.